So I thought I would just turn this on and do a live while I go out and run around today. Good morning, everyone. Right now I have someone in front of me who's has to go 10 miles under the speed limit. So it's a lovely morning. I hope you are all doing well. Good morning, Julia. So I'm heading up to my Walmart store and see how many deliveries I can get today. I'm really not feeling much like doing anything today, but I think maybe if I get one or two, that'll be okay. And then tomorrow and Friday are supposed to be nicer weather and busier. So I'm just kind of going out today just to make a few bucks and go back home. But since I didn't upload a video yet this week, so I thought I'd just come on and do this live this morning. You just basically get to ride along with me and look at the scenery. I don't have a whole lot to talk about today. Other than I'm sleepy. You know, I've been having trouble getting up early because I'm normally up very early and up and out at the store by 6:30, ready to work, you know. And as I mentioned before, for the last few weeks, I've been having trouble getting out of bed. I've had to pry myself out of bed and haven't been getting there early. And so yesterday I looked at the weather and I thought, well, I'll just stay home tomorrow, meaning today. So I was planning on staying home today and just doing some housework and different things around the house. And but I was so tired. I went to bed last night at like 7:15. And wouldn't you know it, the one day that I thought I would just sleep until I woke up at 3:30 this morning. And then I couldn't go back to bed. So I just decided, okay, well, I'll get up and have my coffee and feed the kiddos. And then I thought, well, since I'm up with nothing to do right now and wide awake, I'll just go out and do a delivery or two, hopefully, you know. Hello, Christopher. Hello, I'm him. Hello, Mason. So that's what's happening. We're just gonna go out and see what happens this morning and see if anything exciting is going on. And it's been really slow here for the deliveries in my area this past 10 days or so. Been really slow. So I'm really not expecting anything major today. Of course, if it's busy, that'll be a bonus, you know. What are you all doing today? Anything fun and interesting? Yeah, I'm sleepy. Now I'll probably get sleepy by 3 o'clock this afternoon. But I have to try to stay awake till at least 7 p.m. It's 12-mile drive from my home to the store. Actually, I have a store that is closer to me that's only like 10 miles away, but I don't really like that store. So I try not to go there unless I have to. If I end up in that area, of course I will, but I usually try not to. Okay, something I don't really get anymore. I understand why they started these school zones, where you go slow past the school, because you certainly don't want any little kids, getting run over or anything. But here these days, the kids are all on buses or their parents' cars or whatever. And now this school is a little bit close to the road here, but we have quite a few of them up here that are like a half a mile back off the road, yet they still have the 15-mile-an-hour school zone. And there's never any kids anywhere near the street at most of these. And so I'm kind of wondering why they keep them in place, unless maybe it's just to have a reason for, someone to give you a ticket, or maybe for the school buses to be able to get in and out. I don't know. But it seems a little bit weird to me, because kids don't walk to school anymore like they used to back when I was a kid. And, oh well. Anyway, that's just one of the things that I wonder about sometimes. Okay. Supposed to clear up after 10 a.m. and be partly sunny. I see there are the clouds. There's little blue peaks of blue popping through the clouds here, but like it's trying to clear up and be sunny. So I'll be glad when that happens. I always feel a lot better when the sun's shining. No, I guess I better slow down. This car that I just got, about a month and a half ago, I'm really starting to like it. It's growing on me quite a bit, but I still have trouble telling like how fast I'm going, if I'm not looking at the dash, because it seems like I'm going slower, but then I look at the speedometer and I'm actually going a lot faster than I thought I was. So this has taken a lot of getting used to. Good morning, Elaine. How are you? You're going to paint your bathroom cabinets? Oh, cool. That gives you something to occupy your time and things to do. That's nice. What color are you going to paint? Hey, Jen, how are you doing? I'm just on my way out to do a few deliveries, I hope. At least one. I want to do at least one. And then see what happens. Unless it's really busy. If a lot of good paying trips are coming out, I'll stay out, of course. Yeah, I know. I was gonna take today off, and I just I don't know how long you've been listening, but I said a few minutes ago about how I had actually planned on staying home today, but I woke up at 3:30 this morning and couldn't go back to sleep, so I decided, well, I better just go ahead out and do a delivery or two and see what happens. Oh, white, and you're getting a new vanity top. Oh, cool. That always makes things look nice and bright. Well, I guess I ought to turn my app on. Crap. I forgot. That's not so good. Yeah, exactly, Elaine. We all used to walk to school. Some of us, some of us had to walk quite a ways. Uh, I didn't have to walk all the way to school, but I did have to walk almost a mile to the bus stop. Okay, I'll probably take this if it's not heavy. All right. I'm going to take that order. It's going right back down, ending not too far from home. So that'll be my one trip for the day for $38. Oh, but that's okay. I have a lot of stuff that I need to get done at home that I've been kind of ignoring because I've been out working every single day. And I've been so tired. This is it's getting exhausting. I managed to since I had to get this car, I got more bills and everything. So I've been kind of working myself beyond my comfort level, to pay for things and try to get things paid up and paid off. And so I've been so tired that I haven't even really wanted to make any videos. And that's another reason I just turned the live on today. I thought, well, I could just ride along and we'll just chit chat. That's weird, Jen. I still haven't got it. I mean, I'm not complaining. I have a picture of it saved in my phone, so I'm hoping they'll let me upload that without having to scan the real card because I don't carry that with me on a daily basis. Elaine, you finally got 2 weeks off and loving it. 2 weeks off from doggy sitting? I guess that would get, I guess that's like any other job. After a while, you kind of just need a break, right? Mm. Oh, do you do overnight doggy sitting? I don't think I would want to do that. Uh, I mean, if they were okay with them being at my house with my dogs and everybody got along, maybe okay. But I don't know. See, my dogs are pretty friendly, very friendly, in fact. But Emmy can get a little bit territorial and stuff, so I wouldn't want to bring other people's dogs, to my house. And then I couldn't leave them home alone to go to someone else's house overnight. Hey, Nina, good morning. You driving to Walmart too? Well, I just accepted my one and only order for the day, and I'm just about to turn into the store here and grab it. I wasn't going to come to work today, but I decided to go and do one trip. And I just got my one trip, and it'll take me not too far from home when I end. So I'm just not feeling it today at all. I hope you're having a nice day down there in Tennessee. Is the weather nice down there? Oh, yeah, you're going to your regular job. Okay. I saw W-2 and I thought you were abbreviating Walmart too, but then I remembered you have a regular job too. Duh. So, yeah, I'm kind of a dingbat. Oh, 60s today. It's supposed to be, I think, close to 50 today here. It's raining right now. It snowed a little overnight, but nothing major, And but it's supposed to clear up and be partly sunny the rest of today. And then tomorrow's going to be nice, they say. Anyway. Elaine, some people only do visits and some people keep them at their house. But turned out everyone started asking me to stay overnight. Yeah. I mean, if I didn't have my own, I probably would do something like that, because I love dogs. And I wouldn't even mind doing the doggy sitting, where you go check on them or you just go sit with them for a few hours a day. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jen, I hear you. This one I took, it's not like, it ain't the best, but it is $1.50 a mile and I'll go home. So I'm going to get paid $1.50 a mile to go home. Let me see if I can. Danielle. Hey, Danielle, how you doing? She says, my husband broke his back jumping from a plane for Army Week. On my way to the hospital now. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, Danielle. Well, we'll certainly keep him and you in my prayers. And, oh, my, I'll be praying for you guys. Drive safely if you're driving, okay? I'm sorry to hear that. Oops. Well, that's in the way. There. That's better. My mirror's in the way, so just ignore that, guys. I'm trying, I ordered 2 new phone mounts for in the car, and it's supposed to be better. So I'm hoping when they get here next week that I'll try them out and see how that goes, You're welcome, Danielle. Boy, that's tough, honey. Everybody else, if you'd give a prayer for Danielle's husband, that would be wonderful. Yeah, there I is. Let's see, I need to start my trip, I guess, before I mess around here and forget. Because sometimes I can't do more than one thing at a time. Like walk and chew gum at the same time. That's funny. Okay, here I go. Let's just hope there ain't a whole bunch of items. I didn't even look at the items on this. Oh boy. 13, 20. Okay. Well, that don't look too bad. Hold on, I'm checking this out now. I didn't even think to look at these when I accepted it. Okay, that one's okay. Okay. Well, that one ain't bad. So far, I don't see any heavy cases of water yet. Let's see. No, yay. No water. This is good. That makes me a happy camper. $197 items. No. No, no, no. Nope. I did that one time. I took an order with, it had a little over 200 items, and it went to a one of those housing places, and it was on the 3rd floor, and oh no, I will never do that ever again. I think, here comes my order already, I believe. So let me bear with me while I give him my code. They tell us to stay in the car, you know, and so I've been staying in the car. Hi.
Hello.
2297. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. That's a new one. Some of these don't have much of a personality, I gotta tell you. Okay. Oh boy, no wonder my phone is hot. Okay. I'll be right back. I have to, I got to get out and get a sticker for my things, and then I'll be right back. Okay, go ahead.
Your sticker here.
Cool. Thank you. Okay. All right. Got that one. Where are you going next? Okay, boy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it is windy out there. It's like blowing around like crazy. I have to scan one more, but I wasn't standing out there waiting for him all day because it's cold and he's doing the trunk first. I got that one scanned. So, oh my goodness. Hang on. Okay, I can't see the screen right now, guys. So, hold on. Wow. Let's see. I have a message held for review. I don't see it. Well, I think Walmart's going to be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, here comes my backseat stuff. And China's going to cave in anyway. They're just trying to play a game of chicken right now, but they're going to lose. They'll give in, don't worry. Frankly, it wouldn't bother me a bit if Walmart had to start selling stuff that came from other places other than China, because I get tired of seeing made in China all the time, because a lot of it is just junk. That's right, they do. That's right, Nina. They need us. We don't need them. Is it looking busy today?
A little bit.
You can stick it right here. Thanks.
Yeah, you're all set.
That's it? Okay, cool. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Okay, we're done. I just gotta, oh, good Lord. The way they put some of this stuff in here, sometimes it just makes me scratch my head. They don't want you to help, but the way they load it up in there, I don't think they load groceries in their own cars, honestly, because sometimes they leave stuff where I have to rearrange it or it just falls on the floor. Okay, let's see here. All orders cancel at 10 o'clock. Got it. Okay. All right. I guess we're about to start our trip. Hang on. Yep, you're right about that. You are right about that, Elaine. Okay, we're getting ready to go. So I'm gonna. We are on our way. Hey, Diane. How you doing? Well, Diane, my trailer build has really been put on hold. I'm still gonna do it, but it's just, I had to get this other car, which I wasn't expecting to happen, and that kind of put me in a financial situation that I wasn't expecting. So my the build on my trailer is gonna be just slowed way down. I'm hoping to get started on it soon, but I'm just not sure. I can't seem to make everything fit into the budget right now. But it's still in the plans, and I'm still going to do it. I will. I know a lot of you have been waiting and, wanting to see that. And believe me, I've been wanting to do it. Just sometimes life happens. You know what I mean? Thank you. I love my puppies too. Yeah, Jen, get your butt in gear and come on out here and go to work like the rest of us. Oh, that stuff in the back seat's trying to fall over already. That isn't good. Okay. I'm not sure who I got where. All right, so I guess my first stop is loaded in the trunk. Yeah, that's for sure, Diane. There's always something unexpected happening, I mean, life wouldn't be fun if it wasn't for that stuff, right? Yeah, it's sitting out there beside my garage, and every day I look at it and I go, I need to do something, start something with it, and I'm trying. I'm trying. I just, sometimes I sometimes think all these obstacles are put in our path for a reason, just to test us and see how we're going to react. You know what I mean? Oh, I think my second stop is. Oh, that ain't gonna be fun. I'm pretty sure, but my second stop is in a little town that doesn't have much of a cell signal. Yuck. But we'll see. Maybe the part I'm going to will be okay. So my first stop is fine. Where we're going now, to the first place, it's okay. I know where I'm going there, and the signal's fine. So our broadcast should be okay there. Yeah, we just have to have faith and trust in God, because I'll tell you, every time I try just trusting in myself, it doesn't work out real good sometimes, you know? Okay, let's see. Oh, 102. Oh, that's the person that never tips. Okay, well. Sometimes after you get there for, a couple times, after you go to certain places, then you see that, and then you remember different places that you go. I had to laugh the other day. The other morning, or the other day, I think it was Monday. Anyway, I uploaded a short about the doggies' food, and I had to laugh because, it just goes to show you that a lot of people will comment before they actually watch the video, or they'll start the video and they won't finish it, but they'll comment. And I got a couple comments on it. And I know they weren't people that were regulars on the channel. They were, and that's normal for your shorts videos. You get a wider audience of people that's, not necessarily subscribed or knows what your channel's about. And I had 2 people comment because I said in the video, and I said, dinner for the kiddos. And apparently that set a couple people off. And they commented and said, "You feed this to your kids?" I just laughed. I thought, oh my God. And then the one person, she did realize, she watched the video, and she said, "Oh, I thought you were talking about your kids." I'm like, well, they are my kids, But I had to laugh because you think to yourself, like, I don't comment on stuff unless I read the whole article or I watch the whole video or whatever, but it amazes me how many people aren't like that. Isn't that funny how we think that everybody is, sometimes we tend to believe that everyone else thinks in the same manner that we do, And I just kind of found that interesting and funny at the same time. All right, I'm gonna turn Nah, I'm gonna
Continue on US 22 West.
Oh, quiet. I like the GPS, you know. I'll tell you why I really like using my Google Maps, even when I know exactly where I'm going. I've been to this house many times, but I like to have it up because when I have it up full screen on my phone, you know, it tells you how fast you're going and what the speed limit is. And I can, you know, so that's nice because if I'm not sure what the speed limit is on some roads, you know, you don't see speed limit signs. So anyway, that's just a weird factoid for the day. The kiddos were not happy this morning either because I had told them that mommy was staying home with them all day. You know, last night I told them, and it's funny. Now I know you people, dog lover people, they're going to understand this, and I know some of you may not, but the dogs, they actually understand what I'm saying to them. And I told them last night when we went to bed, mommy's going to stay home all day with you tomorrow. And when I got up this morning and told them I had to go do workies, they were not happy. I got the wrinkled up lips and frowny faces when I walked out the door. Okay, we're almost to our first stop. We'll be there in a minute. Okay, let's see. I should be here. Yep, here it is. Okie dokie. We are here. And since it's in the trunk, I'll just back in. You know, I think, now this is just my weird way of thinking, but I think when people order groceries for delivery, I think they should have to leave a spot clear in their driveway for you to get close to their porch or wherever it is they want you to tote it to. It's just my weird way of thinking. Anyway, I will be back in a minute as soon as I get this stuff unloaded. Okay, I'm back. I see I dropped the signal for a few minutes. So, are you guys still here? Okay. All right. We're going to go to the next place. Oh, good. It's not way down in the valley like I thought. So this is good. Okay. All right, here we go. Off to the next place. All right. Okay. And it seems I lost my signal back there because the phone I'm using to do this live broadcast, I don't have phone service on this. I just set up my mobile hotspot on my regular phone and then turn on the Wi-Fi. I guess I must have got too far away from the car and it cut my signal, I suppose. But anyway, we're back in business. Yeah, Elaine. No, I've never had dogs try to block me. I've had some people who had their dogs out. They were friendly dogs, but I've never had a situation where I was, afraid to get out of the car or whatever. But if I ever have a situation like that, I won't get out of the car if it's iffy, because some dogs are just not friendly and I'm not wanting to get bit. Okay. So, on our way to the next place. Okay. There, you can see better now. Okay. Now I'll be on my way to the next delivery, which will be the stuff in my back seat. Okay, let's see here. Well, hello there, Stardashians. How you doing today? As you can see, it's a little cloudy and it snowed here a little bit last night. It's still spitting some sleet and some rain. It was trying to clear up for a bit, but I don't know what happened. I'm out doing a 3-stop Spark delivery order. I think I've been to this next place I'm going to again, too. It's starting to look real familiar. I hope it's not the one I'm thinking of. Or I'll be batting 2 for 2 so far. That first stop I went to, they always order lots of stuff that you can't, so you can't carry stuff all in, like you got to make numerous trips to your vehicle. You know, like cases of soda, different things like that, you know, and they never tip. So that was my first stop. And this one I'm going to now, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it was not a pleasant place either. But we'll find out here in a minute or two, because I'm almost there. We'll see. See what happens. There was a decent tip on this trip, though, so I know it didn't come from stop number 1, because they never tip. And if it's from this place that I'm thinking it is, that I'm going to now, it's probably not from them either, because they didn't tip me either time I was here before either. And I'm pretty sure, because I think there's only one residence back here. Anyway, so it must be the tip from my last delivery. So, but it doesn't matter. As long as it's acceptable to me for the miles, then, I mean, it does matter. I think everybody should tip if they're going to get delivery, you know. But, yeah, what do I know? That's just my opinion, right? Okay. Oh, this drive is so rough going back in here. I forgot how rough this was. Ooh. Okay. Well, they're not getting a whole lot of stuff today. Okay. Yep. This is the place I was thinking about. Okay. All right. Let me pull up here and get this stuff out so I can get out of here. Okay. Be back in a few minutes, kids. Boy, it's really snowing and sleeting heavy here. Holy moly. Oh man, my car is getting full of snow. Holy crap. Oh. Oh. Now I gotta run around to the other side because a can fell out of the bag. Okay. Dag nabbit. Oh crap. My whole back seat's full of snow and sleet. Oh my gosh. Okay. I gotta get this out of here. Okay, hold on, guys. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, this is yuck. You're right, Cody. If you're still here, I know I lost my signal for a few minutes, but my whole back seat is full of snow and sleet. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go home. Is what's gonna happen. After I deliver my last delivery, I only have one more to go, and then I'm going back home. That'll make the dogs happy anyway, because they didn't like it when Mom left them this morning. Okay, off to my next place. Oh, good, you're here. Good, glad to see you here. Oh, geez, it's gonna take me down this way. Oh, you guys are in for a rough ride here. Well, this road here is called Dishong Mountain Road, and it goes down the back way over the backside of this mountain into the west end of Johnstown. Isn't this lovely? Of course, I'm being a little bit sarcastic. I would much rather have sunny and 80 degrees, so I could take the kiddos down to the dam and let them swim and do fun stuff. Of course, this is fun stuff. I do like this delivering. Pennsylvania, Cody. We're in western Pennsylvania, about an hour east of Pittsburgh. So I think we should have a good phone signal the rest of the way. I'm pretty sure. We'll find out. So if I lose you, I'll be right back as soon as I get a signal again. I think it'll be okay though. Yeah. This stuff's all going to disappear in a few minutes, because once we get down off this mountain, it'll go away. It's always yucky up there on the mountaintop there. That's usually one of the worst places when it does get snowy or anything. See, it's starting to dissipate already. I got some of those 4-foot long, they're like a fiberglass garden stakes, to hold up that little light plastic fencing. And believe it or not, those things have splinters. And because I got some of that plastic snow fence to put up around my yard so that I could keep the dogs out of the area by the garage while I'm trying to regrow the grass. And so I got those stakes to hold the fence up. Well, I had to redo some of the fence this morning before I left. And I didn't think fiberglass garden stakes would have splinters, but boy, they do. And they are more painful than wooden splinters, believe it or not. If you get one of them, it's really, say the least. Anyway, Cody, as I was saying, I have one of those cheap cameras where you can watch them and then talk to them and they can hear you through the camera. But every time I talk to them, it gets them all excited and they start jumping up and down and acting crazy. And then when they realize I'm not there, it's frowny face again. Crazy dogs. Well, they got a fire going on over there. I guess they're burning stuff. Looks like a trash pile. You know, like one of those trash burning bins that businesses get sometimes. Anyway. All right, let's see. I got a turn here. All right. So I'm still 11 minutes from my next delivery. You know, I have mixed feelings about the way that Walmart's expanding their delivery areas. In some ways it's good. Some ways it's not so good. The not so good part is it's a lot of miles, you know, that you put in. And it takes longer, so you can't get back every hour, you know, for the next round of orders that come out. And I'm talking about curbside orders here, which is mainly what I do. But the good thing is that I've noticed on most of these with the larger delivery areas, especially the ones that are very rural, like where you got to go way out in the country, those people seem to tip very well. So it makes the trips pay good, you know, and then so a trip that, you know, instead of it taking an hour, it might take you 2 hours, but most of the ones I've had compensated enough for that, either with the pay and the tips or both, you know. So, but sometimes it's a long way. And if you're not planning on, sometimes the last delivery point is a long way from the store. And if you're not planning on going home, you know, it's a little bit of a drive back, but you know, you take the good with the bad, you know. Looks like we got a traffic backup going on here. Well, hopefully it's going to get moving here in a minute. Hey, Cody, I was watching the one video you did a week or two ago with your chainsaw carving. That was pretty awesome. But I got sleepy and I had to go to bed, so I didn't get to watch to the end. But that's pretty cool. I'm not sure, but I think this light up here might be stuck. Maybe. Because we've been sitting here quite a while. Oh, there it goes. It just turned green. It's on the other side of the river here. Yeah, so, you know, last month, the month of March, was really good for me here. It was busy and I did very well. And so far this month has not been impressive. I'm making like, probably half of what I made by this time in March. And which is a little bit disappointing, but it ebbs and flows. It's not always busy, it's not always slow. And I think that as our economy continues to improve, I think it's going to get better. I think right now we're in a time of uncertainty because all of the things that are happening is so new, and but it's going to get better. I can't wait for that. I look at this. There's a car sitting here at the red light, sitting right on the tracks. Crazy, huh? That's nuts. And that's an active track. I don't know why people do that. Anyway, I guess because they're crazy. I guess I gotta turn here. Because if I don't, I'm gonna be all messed up. Be prepared to stop. Is anybody still here? Okay. Let's see, I think I'll turn that. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit. This car sure has good heating and defroster. Good morning, Olivia. How are you? Hope you're having a nice day. You're getting the grand tour today. Yes, Olivia, I am sparking. I'm on my, I'm going to my last drop off for this trip right now. And then I'm probably going back home because I don't like this weather. I'm a sissy in yucky weather. I just don't like to be out in it. I will if I have to be, But like if I have a choice, like I do today, I'm probably just going to go home after I drop this off. It's supposed to clear up and be nice this afternoon, so there's a possibility I might go back out later. So as you can see, all you get around here is down one mountain and up the side of another one. It's almost like West Virginia. Oh, I see some blue sky trying to pop out up here. Yay! That'll be nice. Very, very nice. Uh-oh, more road work. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, Elaine, I try to make $100 a day. Today is one of them optional days where I'm not going. If I go home after this, it'll be $38 today. But usually I try for 100. When it's not real slow, that's fairly easy to do. But here the last 2 weeks, it has been a little bit of a challenge. Miles. 2 more miles to go. See that blue sky popping out? That's awesome. Oh, and our gas went back up here to $3.65 a gallon. I'm really ticked off about that. But I won't be so ticked off when it goes back down, so that's okay. Yeah, I think they will too, Elaine. I believe so. What's too much? Yeah, it is too much. I heard on one of my favorite programs this morning that he said that the gas was down to $2.80 or something like that in Tennessee. Pennsylvania's always had a really high gas tax. So that's one thing that plays into it, but I wish it was not like that. But, you know, what are you going to do? We keep trying to vote to get rid of some of the people that caused all of this, but unfortunately, there's still a lot of, I'm trying to be nice here, still a lot of folks who don't understand, and they just keep voting for the same thing. Well, I'm almost there. I think I might be finally able to turn my wipers off. Yeah, I think every state has has a different gas tax. You know, some are high, some are low. I mean, ours is high, but it's not as high as some. You know, like some of them outrageously ridiculous places like California stuff like that, you know. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm almost here. Guess I can turn. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay, up here, 1161. I think I'm gonna have to turn around. I really wish people had their numbers on their houses because it's kind of crazy. I'm gonna turn around. Okay. Okay, I'm here. They don't get very much. I'll be able to take all of this in one hand, run it right up there to their porch, and be on my merry way. So this won't take long at all. Let me get this all scanned. There we go. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I shouldn't lose you this time. Just grab a few of these things here. This was my front seat order. So it's the small one. Okay, back in a minute. Okay. All done with that. Okay. Well, yeah, I think I'm going home. Yeah, I think so. Thought I turned that off. Hold on. I did. I turned it off. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna... I guess I'm gonna head toward home. That was easy. So, yeah, I'm gonna go home and hang out, do a couple things there. The sun's gonna be out, and then after lunch, I might come back out early afternoon and do another trip or two. I'll see what I feel like when early afternoon gets here. It's optional. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm glad you guys came along for the ride this morning. That was nice having company. Somebody to talk to and chat with while you're working. That's really nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I made $38 on that order. And see, when it's busy or somewhat busy, you can get a couple, 3 or 4 orders like that a day and you do pretty well, you know. But when it's slow, it's, you know, it takes you a little longer. Sometimes, like I had the other day, well, in fact, Monday and Tuesday, I only got 1 trip each day. There were orders coming out, but they were so ridiculously cheap that nobody was taking them. I mean, eventually someone took them, but most of the drivers that I know that have been there a while don't take the really cheap ones like that, you know. And they have trouble getting some of them delivered sometimes because there are people that just refuse to tip. And I know it's not mandatory, you know, but being that Walmart's so cheap with their pay, that if someone doesn't tip to make it worth your time and your money, or well, not your money, but your time, your gas, and the wear and tear on your vehicle, you know, I think a lot of people don't realize that we're not Walmart employees. It's the only thing I can think of, you know. But because I know when I order stuff from, I don't go shopping for my own stuff 99% of the time. I order it online and have it delivered by somebody just like me, you know. And I'm happy to tip them. And I always tip them $10, $12, $15. It's a minimum of 10, you know, because they're saving me time. I don't have to drive to the store or go in the store after I've been delivering orders for most of the day and I'm tired, you know. I'm happy to tip somebody and pay them to bring me my stuff, you know. A lot of people I know are the same way, you know. They very appreciative that somebody is willing to take the time to go get their stuff and bring it to them, and so they tip them, you know. But some people don't look at it that way. And I know for a fact that there are certain orders that just keep coming up sometimes for hours because nobody will take it, because it doesn't pay well enough to go, you know. And like I said, I know that tipping is not mandatory, but I think that Walmart ought to try paying a little bit better. And then they have on the website, you know, they have, you know, oh, no charge for delivery, free delivery. Well, if you have Walmart Plus, you get free delivery. Well, that's true. There is free delivery. They don't charge them for delivery. But I guess that makes a lot of people think that they don't need to tip either. So I don't know. That's just my rant for the day. And I'm happy, though, because fortunately, most of the people do. So that's nice. I'm just talking about the good and the bad. You know, there's a lot of people, I get comments from people, you know, wanting to know how to begin, how to do it, is it worth it? So I like to give both sides of the story. You know, I mean, there's some days that's just awesome, other days are not. You know, there's some weeks that you can make lots of money. Other weeks you're gonna barely pay for your gas. So I'm just trying to be real, not complaining. You know, I'm a happy person. I don't like to complain. I just like to tell it the way it is, folks. So I am glad that you all tuned in. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, and I'm almost home. And thanks all for coming along this morning, and I'll see you all on the next one, either live or video. I'm not sure which, but I hope you all have a fabulous day. I'll see you later. Bye, Elaine. Thank you for being on here, and everyone else too. See you later. Bye now.